Welcome back to another episode of the Mayo and FryBread podcast. I'm Mayo, and that's
FryBread.
Hey, Joel.
Hey, how are you?
Good, Masters.
The Masters.
You watched the Masters yesterday?
No, I don't even know what golf is.
I hope that you intentionally wore that green
You're
jacket.
goddamn right
It would
I
have been
did.
funnier if you had like a replica of.
I know. I got to get one of those. It'd be awesome. Dress up as a Masters winner for Halloween or just every day.
Why don't you just make the restaurant like a golf themed restaurant?
Because that probably we'd have less customers than we do now. So
I think you'd have more.
yeah, maybe. You know, get one TV, like one of the 12-inch.
Just put like a putting green on every table.
Yeah, boy, that would be great.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
right?
why don't you open that up?
That's a smart idea for a restaurant.
I mean, every idea that you come up with is smart.
Yeah, that's why I meet local New York.
I know, man. People got to listen to you.
Yeah,
I don't, but everybody else, listen to this guy.
All right, so you're into golf. I didn't know that.
I am. I golf as much as I possibly can.
I had no idea. Are you good?
I'm okay.
Wow, tell me more.
I'm like a probably like a 12 handicap.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Not too bad.
I mean, for around here.
Yeah, I mean, we only get to golf like 3 months a year, so
There's a native joke I was thinking about making.
Probably shouldn't do that. Yeah,
I'm not gonna do it.
We'll be canceled, and I'll be getting yelled at all the time. Don't do that.
I'm not going.
Let's make more white jokes.
Let's make more white jokes.
Yeah, white jokes are funny.
I mean, the entire podcast is sort of a joke on white people. It's like Mayo.
Yeah,
that's like the white.
Yeah, you're
version.
super white.
Yeah, and FryBread, like a cultural delicacy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is a delicacy. I got to have my family make you some FryBread, man. Bring it in.
All right, so the
You'll love
Masters. So you're a golfer.
I am.
That's cool.
I am.
What courses do you play at?
I go all over the place. Like I golf a lot at Sunset Ridge.
There's that one in Fairmount back behind the Target. It's like down like a little gully.
Oh yeah, the mini golf. Yeah, that's where it all started.
Yeah.
Back 40 years ago.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to love that. Scarlett loves it too.
That is a fun one.
It is. It's a good.
It's hard for me to get up and down the steps.
Are there any more mini golf places?
There's still the big one. There's not. It's not as big, but there's the one up on 31. It's like a golf course out there, and there's a mini golf course.
That's right. Hickory Hill.
Yeah, they've got like a big waterfall thing.
Yeah.
And that water always looks disgusting.
Yeah.
It's always like bright.
It's like swamp water that's flying out of that. I mean, way to attract the customers.
Right.
Yeah.
I know of those two. So when I used to do the bar managing at Abbott Farms and some of their social media, and one year
That's not a thing anymore.
No, I haven't. I did. I think
they fired you.
Year, they did actually.
Get the fuck out of
2
here.
years ago, they fired me.
Yeah.
And granted, I just didn't want to do it anymore. But anyways, so it was fun though.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to like go in there and run a bar.
You liked being a bartender?
I did enjoy it, but what's funny? Yeah.
Low cut shirt.
So such a fucking.
Hey, you got all the tips. That's what happened.
I did get all the tips and the tip.
Just the tip.
This is how pathetic I am. So they had a bar that was empty. Mm-hmm. I one day was like, "Why don't you open that?" They said, "Well, we don't have anybody to do it." I said, "I'll do it." So we profit shared. I got like 30% of profits at the end of every month in order to run the bar. This is how pathetic I am.
You keep saying that, and I'm waiting for the bomb to drop here.
I would see people that I knew come in there, and like they would like come bring their family to Abbott's and come up and get a drink. They'd be like, "Hey, what are you doing? Oh, you're a bartender now?" And I would say, "No, I'm one of the owners."
Oh, one of the owners. Of course.
I couldn't find
helping out
anybody.
today.
I couldn't find any staff for today, so I had to come in and fill in.
Yeah.
That's how pathetic it was.
Well, I mean, that's not.
That's not 10 years ago. That was like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I mean, but you got to do what you got to do, I guess, to make pat yourself on the back. I guess. It was your idea to open the bar.
It was my idea.
So, I mean, being a forward thinker like yourself, you gotta make sure that everybody knows.
Yeah. Anyways, we were talking in the off season about ideas for the next year to like attract people. And I had the idea because they have all that land up right off 370, I think it is. And I was like, you should put in a big like putt-putt, like mini golf thing. That would be awesome. Like the next closest one is, it's 10 minutes, but
Right.
you get all that traffic, all those people right there. It'd be cool if you had like a big putt-putt thing right there. And she was like, that's so funny you said that. We were just talking about doing that very thing. I think this is something we're going to do it. I was like, awesome. And then all of a sudden, panic set. I'm like, did I just tell them to invest like $1 million or however much that
it's
costs?
not your money, bro.
Right.
And then when it flourishes, you can be like,
Yeah.
I created this.
But if it flops.
Yeah, well, then you don't
Anyways,
tell anybody.
so like a month or two later, she's like, hey, great news. We found a putt-putt place that was going out of business in Pennsylvania somewhere, and they're selling all of their stuff. We're going down to pick it up. Warren's bringing a trailer. We're going to go pick it up and bring it back. I'm like, damn, like how big is this trailer?
Oh,
Like,
God.
Those things are huge. So the springtime comes around. They open back up. And I'm at the bar getting things open one night, and she comes in and she's like, hey, did you see the putt-putt got installed? I was like, it did? I just drove in. I didn't see anything. Yeah, it's right up along the road where you said we should put it. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll walk down there and take a look.
No.
It was essentially like 2-inch thick pieces of plywood stacked on top of each other, and then someone just pulled that fake green
the green
carpet
mat
over top of it, and then they put these little 1x1 strips for the bumpers and just laid it flat in the ground. And that was their 9-hole. I mean, the whole 9-hole putt-putt course fit in like this tiny section here.
Really?
I mean, the grass was taller than the
They can
putt-putt
attribute
thing.
that masterpiece
my
to Eat Local New York and Anthony Tringale.
It was the most pathetic thing I'd ever seen before.
Well,
Yeah.
their vision wasn't as grand as yours.
It wasn't.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So the Masters yesterday, speaking of golf, wow, what a day, huh?
I watched most of it until the 18th, and then it was bedtime, and it was my turn to do bedtime last night.
You missed it then.
So I'm sitting there with my son on my lap. We're starting to read the first book. I get the notice going to playoff. I'm like, you dumbass. How did you blow
Yeah.
this
It was a
lead?
2.5 foot putt or
Yeah.
3 foot putt.
Was it that he missed?
Yeah.
I saw. I went up to. He went into the bunker on 18. That's when
Okay.
I left. That's when I had to shut it off.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. And then, like, he kept coming. Rory kept coming up with these miraculous shots. He was like coming out of the trees, and they're like,
Yeah.
there's like one small window right
Yes.
there. They were like behind him, and they're like, yeah, just like right up there.
And he's
And
10
then all of a
feet.
sudden, whammo, like
Yeah.
4 feet away,
Crazy.
and then missed the putt.
Yeah.
Like there was just a lot of that going on.
So what do you do?
yesterday.
Chip out of the bunker onto the green and then 2-putt?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Like he watched the other guy. I don't know, like
Rochambeau.
yeah, DeChambeau or whatever
Yeah.
the hell his name is, Muscles.
Yeah.
He
He imploded.
kind of gave him the line.
Oh,
it was
really?
just like kind of it gave him the idea of what it was doing.
Yeah.
And he over
Wow.
yeah. So I missed the playoff final putt to win it all.
Jesus.
So I'm watching. I told Scarlett after dinner we're gonna go to Gannon's to get some ice cream.
Yeah.
She was very excited, very mad that it took that long because the Masters was on, and I was like, just after this ends.
Yeah.
And golf takes a little bit, so I was like, it's the last hole.
Yeah.
Not going to be that long, probably half hour. And then they went to
Yeah.
a
Playoff.
playoff hole, and they get down there, bam, bam, bam. What's his name? Missed the
Rose.
Rose missed the putt, and my dog starts barking at a dog outside. So I'm over there like, shut the fuck up, like yelling at the dog. I'm like looking over here like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like I'm trying to watch. And all of a sudden everybody's cheering and Rory's crying. I missed it all. So watched for like 5 hours and missed it all.
I didn't get to watch any of the replays, so I haven't seen any of that yet.
Yeah. It was a pretty emotional moment.
People are saying he's going to retire after this.
Is it really? Well, I mean, they just started that indoor golf thing, him and Tiger.
Yeah.
I mean, they're making a ton of money on that. They already had the ESPN contract.
Oh, I didn't know he started that.
Him and Tiger did.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're banking off of that, I would imagine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's so much fucking money in golf, dude. $4.2 million for him for yesterday's win.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
You know, and they don't have to pay for anything. They get free clubs. They get free, you know what I mean? It's all
Yeah.
sponsorships and shit.
There was some guy, though, that was talking about it leading up to it, and he had gone like 6 months without really hitting anything significant in a tournament. And he was like, yeah, I'm out $300,000 because he has to pay for all the like the golfers.
Right.
I'm sure once you get to a certain level, like your sponsorships and shit, but you know, they take over that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the golfer has to pay their caddy, which caddies do get paid, from what I understand, like a percentage of winnings.
Yes.
But also they have to get paid if you're not winning anything.
Right.
All the travel, all the practice, all the hotels,
Yeah.
all that kind of shit.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, but I'd still rather be a
Yeah. The
professional golfer and have them, you know, fly me.
$100,000,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
$100,000 a year as a golfer. then
Yeah. I'd be like,
fucking-
what do you do?
Yeah.
Oh, I golf. Well, what's your job?
Yeah.
Golf.
I had a buddy I used to work with at Metro Mattress. Eric Price was his name. He went to CNS,
The Sleep Superstore.
Sleep Superstore, and he was a scratch golfer,
Yeah.
a raging alcoholic, but a
yeah.
scratch fucking golfer.
Kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah, he wound up going down to Orlando, I think, to go to golf school at one point. But yeah, he was very good. I used to be really into golf, and this sounds funny, but I played my best when I walked and when I was barefoot. So
You're a hippie.
I would walk the 18 barefoot, and
Fucking
I golfed.
hippie.
I hit the ball so well.
Really? You liked your toes in the grass. That's
Yeah.
what it was. You were grounded.
Yeah,
Good for you. That's nice.
I know. I was onto this way before Gary
Yeah.
Brecka.
Yeah. Gary Brecka.
The guy that do your nitrogen water,
Oh, yeah.
that's Gary Brecka.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, becoming one with Earth and
Yeah.
all the molecules.
They say that you're supposed to, the first thing you should do when you wake up in the morning is walk outside barefoot for
Yeah.
like 5 minutes.
Help ground yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like electrical grounding or just like spiritual grounding?
I would imagine spiritual. I don't think it's electrical.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
You know, people say grounding, and that's the first thing I
don't
think
know the
of.
science behind it, but just thinking through it, you know, I would imagine.
Do you do that?
No, but I like it. Like, I
like
mean,
the
my
thought
mom.
of it?
I grew up. My mom never had shoes on, and I always made fun of her and she always said I was the worst native in the world because like I always had to have shoes on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my feet were very soft, so I'd like step on one little thing and I'd be like, ooh, and crying. But now as I get older, like I never have shoes on.
Yeah.
You
Really?
know? Yeah.
Huh.
I don't. I mean, like I do now.
Oh, okay.
You don't have grass in here. Could we do that? Could we like grow some grass in here? Get the lights.
Yeah.
You know, that would be
we
great.
can
But no, I do it. You know, like I do enjoy being out in the yard and
That's cool.
no shoes on.
Yeah.
As long as there's no dog shit.
Yeah.
You know, go between
Then
your
you're really
toes.
grounded.
Yeah. Dogs getting choked.
That's what I call it. Too.
Yeah. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Choking the dog.
Yeah. So yeah, the Masters was good.
Masters were good.
Lots of beautiful grass out there.
Yeah.
Nobody with no shoes.
That's the Super Bowl of
One of them.
golf,
I mean,
right?
they have four.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's the four of them. But I mean, that's the beginning of the year, and it's so beautiful down there. I have a bunch of buddies that have gone down a couple of times.
Really?
Yeah. My cousin who used to own a restaurant used to be one of the caterers for the
that's cool.
Masters. Yeah.
Huh.
So the Sunday Cafe
Okay.
in Tybee Island.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out, if you're a spectator and you get a ticket, do you go hole to hole to hole, or do you just go to
So
one?
I actually went to the tournament out in Rochester. They had the Players Championship
Oak Hill?
the last time at Oak Hill,
Yeah.
which I've golfed there.
Oh, wow.
The day after
Huh.
the tournament, they never cut it down.
Wow.
What a nightmare! Like
Oh, I bet.
I feel like I can golf pretty good, and it sucked.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you usually just pick a hole. And you stay there the whole time, especially like on Sunday. You make sure that you get the spot that you want.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that follow one golfer around. You know what I mean? Like, I had a couple of friends that were following Phil Mickelson around. But it's cool, but it's a lot, man. You stand there,
Yeah.
and if it's 100 degrees out,
I know.
there's not a lot of shade.
Yeah.
You're just standing out there in the elements. And when we were when we were out there, there was a big thunderstorm. They shut the whole tournament down for like an hour, and then they hit the horn again, and everybody was like sprinting to try and get to their hole. You know what I mean?
That's what usually.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it as soon as it came out. He had
That's also what
that
I said that too. I knew it as soon as that came out.
Yeah.
All right. You ready to jump into some international snacks?
I am. I'm excited about this.
All right. So this is not an advertisement, and don't get my address. This company is called
Universal Yums.
I thought it was International Yums. Universal Yums.
Yeah. I like mine better.
So this company is pretty cool. I bought a subscription for us. You're welcome. Mm-hmm. This company, you pay a price, and then every month you get a box of snack goods, snacks, sweets, and savory things sent to you from a different country around the world.
I like that.
My first country I chose was Italy. For
How many countries are there in the world?
A lot.
A lot.
That the snacks come from?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But the first one is Italy. So I thought it'd be fun for us, like once a month.
Yeah.
We'll go through a different box and we'll try some of the snacks and see. I think it's going to be a lot more safe than our previous
it's not going to be the great adventure that we had from the Asian store.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that.
Where it could be absolutely disgusting and you like cry like a little kid.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
These are all going to be
Now,
safe and okay.
Yes. Now this is not a sponsored video, but Universal Yums, it should be. All right. So every month they send you this too. I don't know what's in that. It kind of looks
let's open
like
it up. Let's check it out.
You know,
What's it say? It says the Yum Bag.
the Yum Bag. That's what my wife called it.
This is Jesus Christ. Oh, it's just a bunch of little candies.
Oh, okay.
Looks like hard candies. We got strawberry. We got.
Yeah.
It says toffee.
Oh.
So there's strawberry toffee, lemon. What's this? Big fruit. That must be in how they spell fruit in.
That was your nickname in high school. Wasn't it?
The big fruit. They spelled fruit wrong on there, but they're Italian, so we'll give them a pass.
You know what? Here's something crazy. My 15-year-old niece is in Italy right now. Mm-hmm. Her friend in school. Her family went to Europe for like a trip, and my niece is with them for like a week or two.
She's never coming back.
She's like in Rome making pasta right now.
Yeah. So I have a friend who I grew up with, Angela Colati. She moved over to Italy.
Wow.
And she works for some travel agency over there. Huh. But she's just over in Italy living.
All right. Then we have this Mr. Terralino. I have no idea what this is, but we're about to find out. There's a tomato on it. So we've got some vintage potato chips, sweet chili.
Pomodoro oregano.
Oregano.
Is that how they spell oregano in Italian? I don't know. My father-in-law is going to kill me. I'm over here just butchering the Italian language.
Joel just said oregano.
No, look at that.
It's oregano.
That's how they spell oregano? I'm just saying, like, zoom in on that. Right there.
We don't have
oregano. I know that sounds Asian.
Yeah. We've got some sweet chili potato chips. And we have some
vintage potatoes.
Amarettini crisp almond cookies. We have some pasticcino.
Arancini. Yeah. Oh.
Orange almond cookies.
Okay.
And then these things do look a little suspect. I'm not going to lie. From what I can tell, it's just like a garlic parm little crisp.
Yeah, it's a it says a bruschetta crostini.
Yeah, I mean, these aren't really like that crazy like the Asian snacks, but it'll still be interesting to see how.
I know there's no waxed corn.
Yeah,
I mean, I thought that should be a delicacy from around the world.
Why don't we jump into the bruschetta?
The one that you're not going to like.
Yeah.
First and foremost. What's in that? It looks like little
Italian food.
Perfect. What's there?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Look at that.
What do we got?
If you can see in this, it's basically just like a big thing of oil, garlic, and parsley.
Like garlic bread.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun. That's going to be very crunchy, so I'm going to move back a little bit.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
I'm not crunching.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Garlic bread.
Wow. Just crunchy garlic bread.
Yeah. Not bad.
Imagine driving down.
So they just walk around with these like bags of garlic bread? Like what?
Leave it as Italians. Our snacks are just bags
I
of
gotta
dried.
move to fucking Italy, man. Like they're living the life. They're like,
garlic
what do you got there? A bag of chips? No, bag of garlic bread. Like what? That's good.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. Yeah.
All right.
Or are we discarding things here?
Eat the whole thing. What are you talking
I'm not going to eat the whole thing. I'm trying to watch my weight.
I should drink a cup of vodka.
No, this is just green tea. Green tea, that's it.
Just toss it in there.
Yeah, we'll throw it in there. It was very delicious, though.
All right. Let's keep our savory. We'll keep the savory going and go with our vintage sweet chili potato chips.
I like Asian sweet chili. That's good.
Camera on me. Vintage sweet chili potato chips.
You did a good job opening that up. That was good.
Thank you. You being facetious?
No.
Hey, that's my hand.
Ah, Jesus.
Get a nice big whiff.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Those are good.
Those are good.
Wow.
Where's the chili, though? That's good flavor on that.
Man, those are delicious.
That's a really good.
Wow, wow, wow.
It says pepperoncini, and sweet chili. I wish I had a little more heat, but the flavor on that's really good.
Yeah, I'd crush those all day.
Yep.
All right, let's go for these.
Good job, Italy. Yeah.
Pomodoro air origami.
Oregano. Domo Origato, Mr. Roboto.
This is from when the
That's
Japanese
Asian. When the Japanese
moved over to Italy.
Seriously, what is this?
This is just like a savory little snack.
It said tomato and something there. What we got?
Yeah, delicious. A little dry. Just tomato and oregano.
Yeah.
And a crunchy little.
Yeah. Everything tastes like it has cheese on it. I don't know. Pecorino Romano or something.
That was my cousin's name.
Yeah. His full name, middle name Romano. Pecorino Romano Tringale.
Fuck. Why didn't I name my son that?
Yeah, dude, you own like you're a food guy. You should have named your kid something,
Pecorino.
Pecorino Romano Tringale.
Oh my god.
That's the next kid.
Oh man, that's hilarious. All right.
Those are really good.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that.
You got it.
Jesus Christ. What is going on here?
All right. Let's jump sweet and go to these crisp almond cookies. I feel weak.
Yeah.
All of these savory snacks have gotten
Yeah, we're going to be very tired
I
here in a
feel the
little bit.
sodium oozing out of my pores. Oh, that's not what I thought it was going to look like.
Are they little tiny deals?
Yeah. They're like little tiny.
Oh, they're little biscuits.
What was that cereal? Cookie
Captain
Crisp?
Crunch. Cookie Crisp. Not Captain Crunch. Amaretto and almond.
Yeah. Dude, you pour
Yeah,
that
there's definitely the amaretto in there.
in a bowl with some milk.
Yeah. That's I would imagine this bag is like $9. That's like not even a whole bowl. I don't know. I've had something like that before.
Yeah.
Like on a plane or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you just go to the north side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Try not to get shot, and you'll find some of those in some of the stores.
Little Italy. It's fun over there. Are there any Italian restaurants in Little Italy anymore?
Francesca's.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I miss Aunt Josie's.
Yes, and Josie's.
Josie's was my joint, man. That's the first place I ever had Riggies.
Really?
And they had the levels you could get mild, medium, and hot. It's great in there.
This is good.
Damn you, Josie, for going away. I know you're not alive anymore.
This is like
What is this? What
Same thing, but soft.
Aren't you supposed to tell us what the hell they are? You're just handing things out.
I'm excited.
It's like fucking Halloween over here, and No
like-
bags. You're just like, eat it.
It's the orange one.
The orange one. Orange and almond. They love almonds in Italy, apparently.
Almond paste.
Smells citrusy. Oh, that's good.
Right?
Sicilian almonds and without pan oil, it says.
All right.
No, that's good stuff.
What's your favorite one, Ben?
Honestly, the chips.
Yeah.
I think the chips were the best. And then the garlic bread.
The garlic bread. But could you imagine just sitting on your couch with like a Diet
Just
Coke?
eating handfuls of garlic bread? Like what? I wish I had that yesterday for the Masters. That would have been great.
Natalie walks in.
Yeah.
You just have oil
What are you eating? Yeah, like,
all over your hands. What the fuck are you snacking on? Really dried garlic bread.
Italy's onto something, man. I know it.
Yeah, solid box. I will say this though, like I feel so depressed right now just thinking about not traveling to fucking Italy and just instead getting these shitty snacks.
Yeah, I think it would be a lot better to be over in Italy and be like, let's try these snacks
Yeah.
and then have them and be like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's nice.
And in Italy, they just give you garlic bread. It's not like dried out.
Yeah, it's not, in
Yeah.
a bag, a Ziploc bag.
Hey, they say things like that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
we don't eat that shit.
Buongiorno.
Yeah. Well, there it is, Joel. We're
Well, that was
cultured.
wonderful.
That we're cultured now.
Yeah, I feel like I took a trip to Italy. Not really, but I got a taste of the culture,
Yeah.
and it wasn't just pasta.
Yeah.
You know.
I know. I now understand the Italian people.
Yeah.
Thoroughly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and talk to my father-in-law and be like, I was,
wrong.
his brother, Ronnie. He was just up. He just flew back to Florida, but he's gonna love this because he's going back over to Italy because my father-in-law is from Italy. Livorno, Italy. And
Not origami.
No, not Origami, Italy. I don't think that's actually a place.
Oregano.
Yeah, but he's going to go back over there, and I'm going to tell him to bring me back some of
bread.
those pan tostios, whatever the hell that is, for you. So you can just sit
Panatosto.
here and crush garlic bread all day.
Tonight, this is all I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm driving to Rochester after this. I'm just going to eat this entire bag of crusty garlic bread.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah. All right. Well, there it is, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you next week.